everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. So in this tutorial today, I just want to quickly show you how you can save more money um, while transferring crypto from one platform to the other. One of the things that most people don't take note of when they are sending crypto is the transaction fee. And transaction fee eats a whole lot um, if you have to send crypto on a regular basis. If you have to send crypto on a regular basis, and most of the crypto exchange charge between $1 to $2 to $3 when you want to make transfer. So it's very very important that you actually take note of the gas fee of the network you are sending crypto to. So what do I advise as a crypto trader and newbie? Before you send crypto or ask anybody to send you crypto or send crypto to anybody, the first thing you need to do is to check the network. Somebody you might want to send crypto to someone. The person will say, send through BIP20, for example, or send through Trelsit20, you know, and that particular address might cost you more. So you can even now advise the person, why not you do this? Why not we do this? Because at times the person might not be able to be, maybe for example, the person might not be using Bybit and then you are using Bybit, because Bybit to Bybit, you can have free transactions. Binance to Binance, you can have free transactions. But in the case where the other person is using a separate centralized exchange from you, you might have to send using crypto networks. And that might actually cost you. So the first thing you need to do is to check which network will help you reduce your transaction fee you get. So let's take a couple of exchange. This is by Binance now, for example. This is Binance. This is Binance. So for example, now if I want to send cryptocurrency from my Binance to someone, and the person decide to give me um give me a BIP20 or let me say TRC20 address. Let us go and check. So what I need to do first is to come to the asset section, come to withdraw funds, because I want to check. So I'm going to check withdraw. So I click on USDT. So I click on the first one, send via crypto networks, because we want to use crypto network. Then, of course, you're going to put the address in the first column. Then the second column is where I'm going to look at. Now, I want to check which of this section will actually reduce the gas fee for the other person you get. So now, if you see here right now, if I want to send BNB, if I want to send using the BNB network, you can see zero fee. The fee is zero, so I'm not going to be charged. If you get, if I want to use BNB network, it's also zero. You get, but you see, if the person now decides to send me TRC20 address, look at TRC20. That means I'm going to be charged $1 for transaction fee. People don't take note of these things. You get, if it is Optos, it's 0.05 USD. If it is Polygon, is 0.05. So it is very, very important that you check the network. Very, very important before you actually send. You can actually tell the person, say, use a particular network to send this to me. If the person is using Ethereum network, is $5. I mean $1.50. If you're using Arbitrum, is 0.11 cent. You see, 0.11 cent. So this is very important. You need to now check if the person is using Solana network to send to you is $1. So very, very, very important that you check the network. Then you can now recommend, sir, please, can I send you BIP20 address? Because can you please send me, sorry, you can just say, please, can you send me BIP20 address? Because since the person does not have a Binance account and you want to send to the person, you are now looking at other ways you can send it at a cheaper rate or even at a zero cost. So just send the person to send you a BIP20 address. Since you know your fund is in Binance, then you send using BIP20 address. As simple as that, because you'll be sending for free, zero charges. Now, if you think that doesn't make any sense, if you have to do transactions and you have to send USDT out on a regular basis. Let's say you even have to do transactions 20 times in a month, in a whole month. You would have lost about $20 in transaction fee. Yes, $20 in transaction fee. It will not really mean a lot to you because you're not sending it at the same time. You get, you say today you send $10 to someone else, $1 has been deducted. Tomorrow maybe you made like two transactions at different times to different individuals, and then they now have to charge you $1 each for those transactions. By the end of the month, it piles up. And if you're in Nigeria, that is over $30,000. I mean, 30,000 naira, over 30,000 naira for transaction fee. Money that you would have kept or used for something else. You get, so this is Bybit, I mean Binance. So by the time you now check, this is BingX, for example. So if you come to BingX and you come to under access and you click on withdraw, and then we check the transfer. For example, let's say you have funds on BingX, and then you want to check again. So you can also see, and then the minimum transaction too is also very, very important. Minimum transaction, you also need to check the minimum transaction. For example, on BingX also BIP20 network is 0. Minimum that you can send is $3. You see, Ethereum here, you can see Ethereum here is $7 for transaction fee. Minimum you can send is $5. You see, so TRC20 here is $1. $1. Minimum you can send is $8. And Solana here, minimum is $1. Transaction fee is $1. Minimum you can send is $1. You can see Polygon is 0.8 cents. The minimum you can send is $10. So these are the few things you need to check before making any transaction. You get, before making any transaction. So let's go and check. Let's see Bybit. Let's see Bybit. So this is Bybit. So on Bybit, I come to asset, I click on withdraw. USDT. You click on withdraw fund. So on this particular exchange now, you want to come to network. Once you come to network, we want to see. So you can see that if you are withdrawing through TRC20 on Bybit, you're going to be using spending $1.60 as transaction fee. Arbitrum is $1, Solana is $1, BIP20 is $1 transaction fee. So you can see that if I have to make most of my transaction from Bybit, that means each time I make transaction, either if I'm using BIP20, I'm going to be I have to be giving out $1 for transaction fee. While if I'm using TRC20, it's going to be $1.60 if the person doesn't have a Bybit account and I have to use a crypto network to send it. Wow. So you see, these are little things that count when we are making transfer, on crypto exchange, especially if you are using a centralized exchange. You have to check the network fee so that you don't have the whole of your money being wiped out because of transaction fee. It depends if you are doing transactions on a regular basis, So I hope you've actually learned something today. Very, very important that you check the transaction fee. If not, you can negotiate with the person and let the person say, okay, send me this particular network of USDT so I can send to you, knowing fully well that it's going to cost you zero amount. But of course, if $1 doesn't mean a lot, you can go ahead and do your transaction. But again, it is not the $1 you send because you never can tell before the month ends how many transactions you're going to do, and that would have been an amount saved. The goal is to help you save more money while making money from the crypto exchange. platform. Thank you very much and see you in my next video. Bye for now.